Now, white space. White space is like breathing room for your design. It's the empty space around and between elements like the text, images, and graphics. Just like taking breaks between sentences makes reading easier, white space gives your design balance and helps the viewer focus on what's important. Now, three things that white space helps to achieve: readability, clarity, and functionality. Okay, now let's move on. Without white space, your design would be a mess. It would be cluttered, confusing, and hard to read. Plus, people won't remember it, which defeats the whole purpose of having a design in the first place. Alright, the main purpose of having a design is to pass information to your audience and have them remember. Okay? Now imagine this like your design. A room cluttered, full with a lot of objects. How do you feel when you look at this? You feel overwhelmed, right? So this is what your design without white space is. Okay? Now versus one that has enough space to move around. It's easier to appreciate what's there when things aren't crowded. White space is just basically empty space. There should be some empty spaces in your design. It doesn't have to be packed or jam-packed for it to, pass information. Empty space or white space is good. It allows your designs to breathe, alright? Creating white space in your design is like giving it some breathing room. Like I said earlier, give your designs room to breathe. Now, here's how we can do that. Less is more, okay? You don't have to input every piece of information on your flyer. Just look at this web page from Apple iPhone 15 Pro, okay? You see, there's not much text. There's no distracting elements everywhere. Less is more. And your eye easily is directed to the product you're trying to market, which is your iPhone, all right? Less is more. Let your design, let your content shine, okay? Also, give your elements room to breathe. They must not be cluttered at all, jam-packed together. See the space between the enjoy every moment, smoky jollof, and get yours. That's just it. Every other thing else is empty. There is no there are no spaces here. Nothing. It's just empty. Okay. Give your designs room to breathe. That's what we mean by white space. Okay. Give it room to breathe. Okay. Going back. Choose the right background. Okay. Choose the right background. Pick a background with lots of empty space. This will make your work easier. When you want to design, let's say, a flyer for a spa, and you're already choosing a very busy background with lots of elements as the background itself, you would have issues singling out or outlining your content. Okay, I would advise you to just start with a plain background, or a background that is not so much crowded or disturbing or has a lot of elements everywhere. Okay, now look at this very beautiful design. Perfect illustration of what white space really means. Okay, see the dark background is just there's a lot of space. Your eye just is directed or focused on order your pizza today. That's just all you have to know. See, that's what white space does. It doesn't have to be all cluttery and overwhelming. Now group similar elements together. All right, this makes them easier to read and understand. Use padding. Okay, think of padding like cushions on a sofa. It gives your elements some breathing room. It makes them more comfortable. Okay, if you look at these two examples over here, you see the first one. First of all, there's no contrast. Okay, and it's just so bothering everywhere. It's like so big. There's no breathing space. Versus the second one. Okay, you see there's enough space for it to breathe. All right, there's enough space. There's breathing room. Okay, there's breathing room. Versus this one is just kind of fighting already. Right? Give your designs room to breathe. Okay, moving on. Next, this is a perfect example of all I've been illustrating so far. There's hierarchy, there's white space, and there's emphasis. All right, see the different colors highlighting, good contrast. Okay.